push forward कर सकते हैं to spring forward. Hello guys, my name is Dinkrit Sethi and I would like to welcome all of you to Lifestyle with Din. I hope this video finds you in the best of health and happiness. Today I have lined up a beautiful shoulder mobility tutorial for you. There are some movements which I have done with one of my coaching clients here in Dehradun where I'm located. This was requested by one of my other coaching partners, my other coaching clients based out of Dubai. So this is for you, my dear friend, and all of the other people who would like to benefit from it, because I have already explained the importance of mobility, flexibility and stability on my Instagram reel, which I will attach. So it is really important to help you move like a teenager even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, which is really important as compared to looking like a teenager. So I would give more importance to mobility drills, and if you have any sort of problems with your shoulders, lack of mobility, do watch that video on the reel and do watch this tutorial and try the workouts that I've mentioned for around about 15 to 30 seconds twice each at your home or at the gym. So without wasting any further time, let's go and roll credits.
What has happened? What has happened? What are we fighting for? Now we can't go back and we can't move on. No point to pretend anymore. Setting that judge. I'm not.
So guys, the first movement is really simple. As you can see, Jayant is hinging on his hip and using an elevated support, which he is not only using to bend downwards but also pushing against. As you can see, his hands are slightly out of the shoulder angle and he is pressing both forward and downwards. He is in parallel to the floor and his legs are in one line. So that's the first mobility option. Second one is a shoulder flexion and an extension. As you can see, with your thumb pointing outward, you raise your hand up and then reverse the angle of the thumb and then rotate inwards. To do this better, what you can do is ensure that you are in one line. So maybe you can stand next to a wall and do it. Both hands can have different mobility levels, so kindly be very slow while you're doing this. As you can see, Jayant is moving in one line up and taking the line backwards. He's not tilting his shoulders too much. The third motion is getting into a tabletop position, from where he will raise his knees, but prior to raising his knees he has to push his body a little forward. So with your palms placed underneath your shoulders, you have to really press down. That is the first part, and you have to press on the ground, as you can see. And after that, if you want to make it a little difficult, what you can do is get into a push-up hold and ensure that you are pushing downwards. Now you can go to a mountain climber and then slowly, to make it difficult, start walking forward. As you can see, his body weight is on his shoulders and he's pressing downwards. This will ensure good mobility and this will give you different levels, but be mindful that you are choosing your own level. And also, while going out of the motion, go in the same angle and then go down and relax. If you are doing this easily, what you can do is you can use an elevated support and you can again press downwards with your hands and your head is downwards. So you're placing your weight totally on your palms. Just warm up your wrists before doing this, and you can reduce the angle if you want to further. The next is a movement which requires a resistance band, or maybe at the gym you can use an equipment wherein you place the weights in line with the shoulders and you're standing up, pulling through and having a pulley like movement. As you see now, pull through, up and press up in the same angle, down, release the pulley without moving the elbow and release. So this is a very important movement. Both can be done at home with a resistance band or at the gym. Be mindful at the gym to use the minimum weight possible. There might be certain phases of this movement which are easy, but you have to ensure you are in one plane of motion and try for both sides. For the next movement, you can either use a broomstick or a normal stick or maybe a resistance band. Try to hold it outwards. Your hands have to be externally rotated and hold on to the stick in a wide angle and try to do these basic swings from which your shoulder mobility will enhance. And as you get better, you can reduce the angle, and as you see, in the video, Jayant will have certain difficulties, so he is enhancing the angle. So the closer you get, the more mobile your shoulders are, but you don't have to rush it. You have to practice these movements over a period of time, and then your shoulders will get more fluid movements. As you can see, a thumbs up to Jayant for that. The next movement is the really simple movement wherein you have to just do a dead hang, but there will be a lot of swinging, so establish control using your core. Ensure that your spine is absolutely straight and you're hanging dead in the pull-up action. You can see he is holding an overhand grip. With this you can have a longer hold of 30 to 45 seconds. Next we come on to some cans. These movements are called the cans, wherein you are holding very light weights, and as you can see Jayant, you are lifting up your hands into a 30-degree angle. If you can observe, he is not lifting them straight up. You have to lift them at a 30-degree angle to the body, and these are really good for your overall mobility. The next is a reverse tabletop. Ensure that you're pressing against the floor. Again, these exercises utilize a lot of wrist mobility, so please warm up your wrists. For that, you can refer to the caption for the elongated video. Thanks for listening. Shoulder mobility workout mein Jayant played a huge important role for us. He displayed all the movements and did a beautiful job at doing the same. So thank you to Jayant. Thanks Jayant. And keep watching Lifestyle Within for more such informative, educative videos, and keep moving holistically.